Welcome to another episode of Bringing Down the Grindhouse, a podcast where we discuss horror in media. And tonight, we've got something a little different for you, folks. We've got tons of TNA. We've got the 70s lined up for you. We've got Marky Mark. If you don't know what I'm about to lead into, we're talking about Boogie Nights tonight.
Hey.
And cocaine.
And cocaine. And crystal meth, apparently.
Yes.
That's also in the movie, but regardless.
Yeah, fucking kudos to Alfred Molina.
We decided that for this episode we were going to do something a little different. We were going to delve into a non-horror movie, and
Yes.
I just randomly messaged the group one day. I was like, hey, can we just cover Boogie Nights? Because it's a great movie,
Yeah.
and it's just fun. It's a good movie.
Such a chaotic movie.
A little break from our typical stuff. I'm Mitch, by the way, if you didn't know.
I'm Murr.
I'm Justine.
And I'm Jonathan.
I was just so excited to talk about Boogie Nights. I just wanted to get right into it, and
He's
I
like-
forgot all about the introduction.
You don't need to know who I am.
No, none of us, actually. We don't even know. You don't need to know who anybody is.
We don't actually exist. I hope you guys know that. We're using aliases, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I go by Murr.
Yeah, alias. My alias was Michael Davidson.
Oh,
That's
for the
illegal. Yeah, for the debt collection.
Yeah, for the
thing.
debt collection.
Absolutely. Yep,
Yeah.
that's what I went by.
So fucking Boogie Nights,
Fuck yeah.
the porn
Whoa.
industry,
Burt Reynolds.
Big dong schlong.
Dirk Diggler.
It's great. I love this movie delivered on full frontal male nudity at the end.
Okay, I remember on a past episode, I was complaining about the fact that you never see like dude junk in movies.
Yeah.
Except at a very far distance. But in this case, we got full frontal close up, beautiful dong schlong.
Before we get into...
The dong
I mean,
schlong.
for a movie about porn, there's surprisingly very little dick in it until the very end.
Right.
True.
But we'll get into the production notes for this one. So Boogie Nights was released on September 11th, 1997. I don't know what TIFF stands for at all.
Toronto International Film Festival.
Oh, that's where it
That's
started.
where it premiered.
That's where it premiered. Was at a film festival.
Yes.
That's really cool. I don't know how it did there, but probably well. I
It
would
probably
imagine.
won most
Yeah,
of
it
those.
probably did
Yeah.
really well. And then on October 10th, about a month later, it was released in the U.S.
Yeah.
Let's see. It was directed by Paul Thomas Anderson. He's also known for The Master.
Yeah.
There's another movie that I've seen of his that was really good, and it escapes me for some reason right now. Magnolia was another one that he did. Has a lot of like the same people in it too, working for it. But yeah, anyway, so
He did Punch Drunk Love as well.
Oh, Punch Drunk Love too. That's why he has Philip Seymour Hoffman. in
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, right. The Master. There's another one though. There's another really good one that he did. He's done a lot of fantastic movies. Like he's a very good director.
He did Inherent Vice.
Oh,
He
I
also
like
did
that
Inherent
one.
Vice. Holy shit.
Inherent Vice was amazing.
Oh, There Will Be Blood. Fuck yeah, that's the movie that I was going to talk about because I fucking love There Will Be Blood.
Yeah, that's a really great
That's
movie.
a fantastic movie. Real slow burner, but so good.
Yeah, I know. I tried to convince people to watch it, and I was like, sorry. It's really slow.
It's rough. It's rough for like everyone just to get through that one,
Yeah.
but it's a very, very fantastic film. But anyway, Paul Thomas Anderson's fucking awesome. He's the director and the writer for this one.
Yeah.
Let's see, our producers, we've got Lloyd Levin, John Leons, Paul Thomas Anderson was one of the producers as well, and then Joanne Seller. The production company was New Line Cinema. Starring roles.
So many people in this movie.
Holy shit,
There's
this
so many
cast.
people.
This cast. You got Mark Wahlberg as Eddie Adams or Dirk Diggler. You got Julianne Moore as Maggie or Amber Waves. You got Burt Reynolds as Jack Horner. We'll talk a little bit about the getting him on this movie in the first place because that was a whole can of worms. Fucking my boy Don Cheadle here.
Yes.
As Buck Swope. John C. Reilly as Reed Rothschild.
And Chest Rockwell.
And Chest Rockwell. I mean, we should also put Brock Landers as Mark Wahlberg's other alias as well for this movie. Other character he played. William H. Macy as Little Bill Thompson.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Bruh, when I saw him, I forgot he was in this movie, and I was like, bro, it's Frank!
Yeah, right? No, exactly. Or it's that guy from Jurassic Park 3.
Yeah.
For real.
God damn.
Then we've got a heartthrob here, Heather Graham as
Ooh.
Brandy / Roller Girl.
Swoon.
Ooh, swoon! My goodness.
The roller
All I'm gonna
skates stay
say is
on.
God bless the sundress.
That's hilarious.
Yes.
The roller skates stay on during sex.
I don't ever take these off. Then you got Nicole Ari Parker as Becky Barnett, who also does a great job in this movie as well.
Agreed.
Philip Seymour Hoffman as Scotty J, fantastic.
Love
also does
that awkward ass character.
fucking love Philip Seymour Hoffman in anything that he does. Luis Guzman as fucking Maurice Rodriguez.
Yes.
Hell yes.
Yeah.
Philip Baker Hall as Floyd Gondoli. I did also like all of the older guys too.
Yeah.
They all did a great job as playing themselves as well, or like their characters. Thomas Jane as Todd Parker. Robert Ridley as Colonel James. Robert Downey Sr. as Burt.
Wild.
Nina Hartley as Little Bill's wife. Nina Hartley is an actual porn star, if you didn't know.
Yeah.
that.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Melora Waters as Jesse St. Vincent. We got Alfred Molina as Rahad Jackson.
The crazy drug dealer.
Hell yeah. And then Ricky Jay as Kurt Longjohn.
Yes. It's great.
Yes.
There's so many recognizable faces in this movie.
Oh, yeah. I'm just going to get right to the budget so then we can start gushing about it. The budget for this was $15 million. Holy shit.
I feel like
and
it's really low.
box office, $43 million.
Nice.
Almost like tripled their like, money on this.
Hell yeah. It's worth it. It's a good movie. It's a really good movie.
Oh, yeah.
I enjoyed it because it goes from like this really upbeat movie to just like full chaos by the end of it. You're like, what is happening?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When it opens with Best of My Love.
Yeah.
And then
it's
you've
great.
got like the Boogie Nights like opening, like it's not even a title card, it's just a shot.
Yeah.
John,
The neon lights, amazing.
I need to tell you something.
What?
You are the foxiest bitch in the entire world.
Oh, he's blushing.
Oh, he is.
I am not blushing.
Look at him. He's turning
He's so-
red.
Oh, look at this
my
fucker.
God. Ah, he's squinting.
I hate all of you. That's great. Easily one of the best lines.
Yeah, for real.
I love that he's trying to get into the porno films as well.
Yeah, he's like, I want to make a name
He's
for
like
myself.
trying to like convince the wife to let him into the fucking movies, and she's like, "Well, I can talk to him. We'll see."
He's like,
You put me in a movie, it's gonna sell so many. Tell me about it. I can tell my brothers. Just let me know. Well, at the end for them, when they reveal their new nightclub,
Yeah.
and Rodriguez
Spelled
is spelled
wrong.
it was. I found this out that it was actually a goof that Paul Thomas Anderson misspelled it
Oh,
on
really?
the thing, and then the fuck up. He said, "Fuck, we'll keep it as it's just a funny joke at the end, like that they just
Wow,
got it
so
together
they
and then it
actually fucked up.
Yeah, they actually fucked up and then spun it as a joke,
I love that.
which is actually still pretty
wait,
funny.
what the
if you
fuck?
didn't know that.
That's a fucking cue.
That seems like a very planned moment, so that's cool they had that. I hadn't seen it in so long that while we were watching it, I was like, that guy looks like Burt Reynolds. Is
Oh
that
my
Burt
God,
Reynolds?
that was
And
hilarious.
I like turned around and Googled it. I was like, motherfucker, that's Burt Reynolds.
So with Burt Reynolds getting on this film, Paul Thomas Anderson talked to him for like a couple years.
Yeah, he was
being
like, please.
get on my script. And he'd be like, no, I'm not. There's porn in it. I'm not about that. I'm fucking Burt Reynolds. None of my audience is going to like me doing that. And then Paul Thomas is just like, if you use this energy that you have right now in this movie,
It'll be
gonna
perfect.
you will be nominated for an Oscar is what he said.
Oh my God.
If you do it. And then Burt Reynolds signed on.
Yeah.
Now, Burt Reynolds won a Golden Globe for his role.
Yeah.
And also got nominated for Best Supporting Actor
Holy shit.
for this one. He has since, he died. Burt Reynolds died.
Yeah,
like 2 years ago,
unfortunately.
I think so. Yeah, he passed away. But he sold his Golden Globe because he didn't he felt so bad about his role
That's
in this
fucking
movie
great.
that he fucking got rid of it. So.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Speaking of people who also hated their role in this, Mark Wahlberg has stated multiple times that he regrets making this movie. And he has also publicly apologized to so many people, and he's gone to several churches to confess his sins for doing this
Oh
shit.
my goodness.
Wow,
That's
okay.
kind of overkill, but whatever.
He was so good in it, though.
Yeah.
He was so great
Well,
as the porn director.
I loved his
Well, you mean
character.
Mark Wahlberg? You mean Mark Wahlberg?
Oh, you're talking about Mark Wahlberg
right
is
now,
the
my
one that
bad.
did that.
Ah.
Yep. But you also bring up that they had a nominee for Best Supporting Actor. They also had 2 nominations at the Oscars in '98. The other one was the Best Supporting Actress from Julianne Moore. and the best original screenplay for Paul Thomas Anderson. So they had a lot of recognition for the movie.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, you can't. I mean, you know, Paul Thomas Anderson just has like a really good plethora of films that are all really good, and he's written a lot of them too. So that says a lot.
This movie is fucking bananas, and it's really well paced and like.
Wait, was the use of the word bananas intentional?
Yes.
Explain, please explain.
Phallic, duh.
Bananas.
We just got done talking about King Kong, so he's still stuck in monkey.
I was thinking. Never mind.
This movie goes off the fucking wall. It starts very not slow, but you know, you have to establish everything. You know, Mark Wahlberg is working 17 at a job as a dishwasher.
I was convinced that Julianne Moore actually was interested in Mark Wahlberg during the shooting. Like,
Yeah.
she looked like she wanted him to fuck her in those moments. I was like, this is very convincing.
Right.
This does not feel like a porn scene.
I mean, a good what Boogie Nights does really well is it represents it's like a look at the different types of families, or what people consider family to be.
Oh, right, yeah.
Especially, and it says that like you can find a community or a family even in the porn industry. People find that sort of connection. And
Yeah,
you think
the
about,
crew they're working with all the time.
yeah, exactly.
Like I was about to say, that's kind of how. Well, that's why I like Burt Reynolds' character so much, is because even though he was this porn director / producer that, you know, people would often think is just a very sleazy job, he was sort of like taking care of these people.
He was really nice to everybody.
Yeah, and you
He's
see,
the dad. He's
yeah,
like a
he's
dad for
dad,
everyone.
you know, and eventually a lot of them ended up moving into his place because they ended up falling on hard times.
Yeah.
And needed a place to stay.
He even
like-
helps him at the end.
Yeah, the main character who has a huge egotistical prima donna meltdown
Yeah,
with
holy
him,
shit.
which is also coke fueled, mind you. But you know, once he hit total rock bottom, he came back crying, and Homeboy came to him with open arms, like, "Hey, yeah, like if you need somewhere to stay, I got you."
It's true. He ended up being a pretty wholesome character. On top of the fact that he was totally okay with his wife being in his porn films and having sex with other people. And was just like, yeah, he's like, have you met my wife?
Yeah, which is the complete opposite of the other character that ended up offing himself at the New Year's party.
Holy shit. Yeah, that was wild.
It was kind of like the pinnacle point for this, or the turning point, I should say, for this movie, where it goes from happy fun, woo, porn in the 70s,
Yeah.
partying,
Yeah, drugs.
So
and
it's
then
The
the fuck-
80s.
yeah, and then the
Literally.
80s.
Then the coke came into the fucking neighborhood.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh my God. Every other scene was a scene of them doing coke.
Yeah.
It was interesting, too, seeing the dynamic of drug use in this movie. Like, you have it in the beginning where that one girl ODs at the party.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
And there's that line from, I guess it was like one of the, I don't know what to call them, lawyers or whatever.
God.
Who was like, well, the dude was complaining, like, man, this is the second time this happened this week. Some chick
Yeah.
OD'd on me.
There are other the people that are there. They're other like film producers and directors
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So there are other industry.
I
bigs.
love his
Right,
answer.
I just like his line where he's like, well, maybe you should get some new shit.
Yeah, you ever consider that? You ever get some new shit? Like,
And then he's like, "What the fuck is this Waterworks show? What the fuck is wrong
Slaps
with you?"
him.
Get a
Oh.
hold of yourself.
Like this is not the first time they had a chick OD on them.
No.
Yeah.
They just carry her out and you never see her.
But
again.
I mean,
You
it's
do-
kind of an important point too, because in the sex industry, there's a lot of rampant drug use.
Right.
Not all of it is.
Well, he does so much of it
Of
at
their
one point he
will.
can't even get it up.
Yeah, I
And
mean that's
that's-
the thing too. I remember too when you guys were talking to your friend who was in the industry.
Right.
Didn't he get to a point where he was taking so many drugs,
Yeah.
like enhancer pills, that kind of thing?
Well, he wasn't doing like hard drugs like what they're doing.
Yeah.
He was doing like injections into his penis to
Oh.
like
Right.
keep it hard for
Yeah.
longer, and that caused him health problems.
God.
Right, and that's like I guess more of the more modern version of it. 'Cause I
Yeah.
know those kind of drugs haven't always been available, and so people do stimulants like coke or something like that to get them more excitable for their scenes, or just to make it through their scenes.
I
Yeah.
like the scene where they're just the two girls are doing coke in their room and crying together.
That's a
hugging each
typical
other.
Are
girls'
you
night.
my mom? Tell me you're my mom.
She-
your mom,
I love when
sweetie.
she's like, I want to go for a walk. Let's go for a walk. She's like, I don't want to leave this room. She's like, yeah, you're right. Let's not go here. You're like, what the fuck, bro?
that whole scene's
I
wild.
like I want to get my GED.
Yeah.
I'm just saying they got the depiction of people on coke very accurate for this movie.
Oh my god.
Yeah, really like
Not gonna
scattered
lie.
out and like going to a million things at once.
So fucking funny.
Just like a high-speed train on 3 different tracks.
This movie does a good transition from the 70s to the 80s. You believe it.
Oh yeah, totally.
Because, like, you have a Don Cheadle's character. He's like,
God,
hey,
I love his character.
cowboy, what do you think? I'm bringing
And
the
nobody
cowboy.
likes it. No one likes it.
I love it when he's talking to Becky Barnett. I can't remember the actress' name. She's got like 3 names, but Becky Barnett character. I love how he's just like, yeah, the cowboy. She's like, baby, you just need to get yourself a new look. It's like the cowboy thing died, like, but it's coming back. It's not though. Well, what's your style then? Chocolate love. And he's just like, fuck you, whatever. I'm
Hey,
leaving.
chocolate love never goes out of style.
It never does, but like I just told, he was just like, it's not what I need to hear right now.
Yeah, and then he goes to his friend who's like, no, dude, you wear what you want to wear.
Luis Guzman is like, I just wear what you dig.
Yeah. It's so
I
funny.
also love that he's ahead of the curve for like the Rick James like 80s Egyptian style thing too.
It's
But no
true.
one digs it either.
No one digs it.
But it's gonna be the thing.
Oh my god, I love that he takes a phone call in the house too, where
Like,
he's
hey,
like, "You're looking for who?" And then he's like, "Okay, hold on," and like actually goes and looks for someone. And he was like, "No,
hey,
sorry."
it's some kid. He
Not
wants to
here.
find his mom. That was a thing too because there's the different showcase of families like Mitch was saying.
Yeah.
You have the porn family that is, not by blood, but they are related through the industry that they work in.
Yeah.
They bond over their over drinks and over hanging and shooting together. And then you have Mark Wahlberg and his parents. Like you could see the duality of Mark Wahlberg's character in his parents. You got
his fucking mom was so annoying.
well,
Oh, man.
you got the
She's like the
intensity of his
meanest
mom.
person.
Got something to say about that.
You got the
Ooh, yeah.
intensity of his mom, like his egotistical. You're not going to be anything. Fuck you. I'm going to be something. And you got like the spineless, like, oh, I'm kind of like shy and
Oh,
timid, like
fucking
his
dad,
fucking father.
who doesn't say a word.
Yeah. He's hearing his son get fucking ripped a new one. He's just sitting in his room, fucking whatever.
Yeah, that was whack.
But then you also have the dynamic with Amber's character, who is totally fucking like she's doing coke, she's doing porn, and she can't see her child.
Right.
And it's a big plot point because she wants to see her kids.
And therefore, she takes that motherly want
Yeah.
and projects it onto the other actors and whatnot
So the
that are around
fresh-faced
her.
people that
Yeah.
her husband's
Mhm.
bringing in.
And I feel
Those are
like
new
that's sort of
kids.
the character she played as her like porn role because porn stars are actors and they take on roles when they enter these scenes.
Yeah.
And I feel like that was a very dominant thing about all of her scenes is she plays a very like motherly figure.
Yep.
Very like put together. I think the first one she did was like she was doing an interview with him and then they got it on for their first scene. But
Wasn't
like,
she
she's
like
still-
a school principal or something?
Yeah, she's always in these very like matriarchal, motherly, nurturing roles.
There's that line that she throws where she's like, I miss my kids. I miss my boy, but I also miss Dirk. He was like my second baby.
Yeah.
And like that hit hard for sure.
But Mitch, you had something to say about Dirk Diggler's family.
Oh yeah. So the lady who plays the mom in that scene asked Paul Thomas Anderson, because he wrote the script, if this scene with his mom tearing like, you don't own anything because you didn't buy any of it and all that stuff, like Jesus. And then also like so in that whole scene she asked Paul Thomas Anderson if this scene was related to his own relationship with his mother. And he got really quiet.
Oh,
And
jeez.
all she said to him was, you don't have to forgive her.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
I was like, fuck. I was like, God damn.
Dang. Okay.
That's some wisdom right there.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are not bound by blood.
Yeah. No.
And that's a running theme in this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and that's like, because if you look at every one of the characters has something, somehow they've fallen from having a family.
Right.
So, you've got Amber, who's, her pornography and like drug fueled life basically has caused her to not be allowed to see her kid. Not to mention her ex-husband's kind of a dick, but
Kinda.
yeah, colossal dick. But, and then you've got Roller Girl Brandy. She is like trying to get through school, but she's stopped from that because people see her as really promiscuous and they give her shit for it all the time. And so her ability to continue doing school is hampered by that. Buck is wanting to be like an independent individual, start his own store.
Yeah,
do
he's
his
trying to
own
be a
thing.
salesman.
Yeah, and that's that's his idea. So his family that supports him is still all of these porn people.
I think like this movie portrays the negative connotation that pornography had back in the day.
Yeah.
Like the fact that Don Cheadle's character couldn't even get a loan.
Alone, yeah.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, you're in pornography, and he's like, sir, I'm an actor. And it's like, sorry, I can't give you money for
cannot
smut.
endorse pornography.
You know, there's one thing that was interesting about that scene, because watching it for the first time, I was wholeheartedly expecting the dude to be like, we can't give you a loan because you're black.
Yeah, I was expecting that too.
But no, it's because he's
it's
done porn before. And it was interesting too, because I could tell that his character did porn as a means to make money and get by and survive.
Right.
Because he considered himself an actor, not a porn star. And I feel like he was really just about it as a job rather than a lifestyle, which for other people, it was more of like them coming into life. Like Dirk Diggler is just 17 when he gets into the industry.
Same with Roller Girl.
Yeah, they're very young. They don't know much of life. They haven't really made a life for them. So this is their way of making a life and getting a career, is solely on the porn industry rather than his character using it as more of like a supplemental thing to his dreams and desires.
It's pretty unethical from Jack too, because he's hiring 17-year-olds to do this shit.
Yes,
Yeah,
underage
I wonder
people.
if the law was different at that time.
I don't think so. I think it's always
Because
been.
I feel like the 18 as being the legal age was more of like a last couple decades sort of thing. So it could be possible in the late 70s. I would probably have to look it up.
I feel like the porn industry might have been less regulated
Definitely.
because it was more underground and those releases and stuff. So I could see them definitely casting people who were like 17 and a half or whatever the hell,
Yeah.
you know, they can get away with. But like, oh, they were 17 and a half here, but now
I gotta
it's not
say,
okay.
they
Right.
hit the head on the nail when they
You
were
mean
showing.
hit the nail on the head.
Hey, thanks. Appreciate it.
I swear, officer, he just ran into my fist.
No, that was another dick joke. Okay.
Oh, sick.
So I like the fact that they get the 70s aesthetic in the camera film. They use film as a means to record, and the switch to digital or VHS is just like completely shunned. And they're like, we got to get with the times. This is the new talent.
That's
And-
funny too, how taboo it is when certain things come around. Like, I
Right.
wonder if there's a similar incident when streaming became a thing, or internet porn for
Yeah.
that matter.
There's a new year, and we have to figure out how we're gonna make money this year.
Oh yeah, the internet only exists because of porn. For like every one regular website, there's like 10 porn sites on the web.
That's wild.
Sex sells.
Yeah. Originally, it was just for like schools and computer science nerds who were doing shit at IBM, and then they're like, "We should monetize this," and they're like, "How do we monetize it? Porn." And that's how the internet came about, at least in the simplest
Wow.
terms.
Porn and music.
Yeah, that's why the first things people were loading up was porn.
Well, this soundtrack slaps.
It's really good.
It
music.
has all the hits from fucking back
Yeah,
then.
I guess they must have either bought the rights or it had enough time had passed where you could just use it.
What, the songs?
Yeah.
Songs like that, according to copyright laws, especially ones that were made in like 70s, 80s, are currently under them still. So all those artists probably got paid royalties.
Nice.
For all of the usage of all of those
That's
things.
wild.
Some of, I don't remember the exact band, but when they go to the recording studio and there's the engineer that's working with them, that guy that has the curly hair and has the little, like, it's almost a little punk jacket. He's
Yeah,
almost,
with
he's
the little
almost there.
buttons scattered about.
Yeah, I'm like, that guy is in one of the bands that was like featured on there. He was like part of one of them or something. Yeah, exactly. And he totally looks like a kid who's just like, these fucking shithead like pop artists.
I love when he tells him, he's like, you know what? You need to turn down the bass. It's drowning out my vocals.
He's like, sounds good.
Yeah.
to
Like,
me.
bro, that was the point.
That was great.
The-
I love
the
his
be-
shit fucking singing.
The best part is they're like all on coke while they're writing these songs too, and
God.
he's like, we want the fucking tapes, dude. You I can't give you the tapes unless you pay for them, dude. We have a interview with a record company in 30 minutes. We look like a bunch of fucking assholes if we don't get the tapes over there.
It's like, yeah, that's what's making you look like an asshole.
Like, we need the tapes so we can take it to the record deal and get you your fucking money. Got it? And he's just like, that sounds like your problem, not my problem.
No, he
Yeah,
said
yeah.
that sounds like a YP, not an MP. And they're like, I don't know what all this industry jargon is, YPs and MPs. And I'm like,
God, that
"Bruh,
was so fucking
you're
funny.
so slow.
It's a catch 22, and he's like, what does that even mean? Catch 22 is like, think about it. Just like,
And he's like, I'm gonna fucking fight
I'm
you.
gonna fucking, and he just,
Yeah.
you wanna go? But does the Bruce Lee thing,
I did
like,
karate.
every single time.
God, that was funny.
No, sorry,
Say the
he
part
did
where he says I'm not a black
karate.
belt.
Karate. That's the thing. His character always like has to do the karate pose or karate pose.
It's always him trying. He's trying to be Bruce Lee every single time. Like every single time.
This was like one of the only movies that I know of that fucking John C. Reilly isn't schlubby in.
Yeah,
Like,
for real.
He's actually like toned.
He's like fit.
yeah.
I love their little like face off when he's like, how much do you bench press? And he's like, okay, we're gonna say it at the same time. He's like, but you didn't say nothing, because they want to outdo each other. It's so fucking.
And he
funny.
just like puts all the tequila in the fucking mixer too.
yeah, holy
so
shit.
good.
He takes a drink out of it as he's pouring it.
There is apparently a book called Drinks from the Movies where you can find the margarita
Yeah.
that Rothschild makes for him. So there you go. Just
Gnarly.
fun facts.
These porn names are great too.
Oh my god.
So many good porn names.
You know, Jack, I just close my eyes and I just see a
I love
bright
that they
neon
did it.
sign.
They showed the fucking image
Yeah.
of the neon sign that they probably had custom made for the movie.
and it burns so bright it just sparks when you ignite it. It just you see it, Dirk Diggler.
And they're so down for it. They're like, that's amazing. Like, this is it.
Like, this shit's groundbreaking.
It's a pretty amazing porn name, first off. And also, I did a little bit of digging.
Digging
A little
on the
Diggler. But apparently Paul Thomas Anderson created Dirk Diggler as a name, and he was just like, well, a good porn name has to have 2 G's in it and a K. If it doesn't have a K and 2 G's, then it's not good. So Dirk Diggler. And if you look at it like Brock Landers, doesn't have any G's, but it has the K. Brock Landers. And then Chest Rockwell.
Whoa.
Brock is always a good name.
Oh, yeah, Brock.
All right,
Brock.
we all got to use this template to make porn names
Right.
now.
Yeah,
Oh, Jesus.
absolutely. Yeah, exactly.
I'm Spark Gigolo.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
dude, that's so good. That's so good. Did PTA figure out like the actual
This is the formula.
the formula of porn names?
Mind
I love
blown.
It. I love it.
Oh my god. Woo. Holy shit. Oh my God. I've been so derailed.
Oh man, there's a lot of really good shots in this movie. The soundtrack really adds a lot of it really pulls you into the movie. That's
These are some pro cinematographers.
really
Yeah.
They got continuous shots where they followed the person, tracking shots. They like backed up in hallways, like when Philip Seymour Hoffman's leading him into the first scene. They like are moving backwards through the corridors, and then they stop and pivot as they turn. I was like, this is really great. Or the guy jumps into the pool with the girl.
I mean, the only movie I know that does this for like the whole thing is Birdman.
Right.
You know,
Oh, it's
Birdman's
amazing.
that's a great movie too. But yeah, the first 3
They
minutes
do,
of Boogie Nights is all one shot.
What is it?
where
They
it
do
introduces
invisible
all the
cuts
characters.
in Birdman, so it
Yeah.
looks like it's continuous. But like anytime
Oh.
you pass like a door frame, that's where they would cut it, and they do it an invisible cut, and then it looks like it's a continuous shot.
Wow.
Yeah, they do that all the time for movies where they don't want you to like break away from it. Like
Yeah.
you get like a real time.
Sure.
So Birdman's supposed to be 2 hours nonstop of that story.
They
And
do
it-
the continuous shots in the club.
Yeah, it's great.
And
Yeah.
like the best one is when you see you're with Roller Girl as she's rolling
Yeah,
through the club.
it's
Oh
great.
my god. Really good shit.
She really doesn't take him off.
No, never.
You know, Mur, you asked me like what, but I'll ask the group now. Like, what do you think Roller Girl's socks smell like? Her feet,
Oof,
rather.
Man, she's gotta have stinky feet.
I know,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, man.
Gnarly.
They never come off. I want to know if she showers with them.
That's
She
a
shower
fair
in-
question.
Fuck.
No one has ever shown showering, so
We can only assume
We
that
can
Roller
only-
Girl wears them.
They
in
all
the
go in the
shower.
pool, all right? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you
right.
know, chlorine, it cleans them
That's
off.
the drug induced party version of showering.
I'm
Going
gonna
in.
have to go back and watch the pool party scene and see if Roller Girl is rolling around
Yeah,
in
exactly.
a bathing suit.
She's got
I'm
to
gonna
be.
watch. I'm gonna check it out.
Wasn't she hanging out like in the living room?
Probably.
I think
Yeah, but she was cruising around.
Yeah,
too,
she was
though.
for a
I don't
little
know.
bit.
I don't know. Roller Girl's all over the place.
She's rolling.
She's
Then-
rolling. Yeah.
Rolling.
So
Rolling.
William H. Macy's character is the part that switches
Oh my
the entire
God,
mood.
dude, his
The
Bro, that
wife.
threw me
The-
off.
The running joke is that's my wife in there and she's getting fucked.
Yeah.
And he's like, "What's up, dude? That's my wife." Yeah, can you close the
Can
door?
you close the door? God. Holy shit. When she's there doing it in the fucking driveway and people are just staring down at her,
man.
that shit was wild. She's like, you're embarrassing me.
Yeah, little Bill, can you go away?
Just like, hey man, I've been thinking that we should probably switch over to this different style of lens, you know, get the lighting right. He's like, I don't want to talk about it. My wife is getting fucked over there.
I love that. He's like, so anyway.
He flubbed his line, actually. Billy Mitch basically flubbed the line to be like, my wife's over there with an ass in her cock, and I don't know what to do about it. And if I'm not mistaken, I think they kept it in the movie.
Yeah,
where
they
he
did.
Still,
They did.
Where he
Yeah.
still says with an ass in her cock, yeah. Cause
Yeah.
he fucked it
I
up
remember
and they
like
kept
noticing that part, and I was like, "Wait."
I guess it works because he's just so flustered.
He's flustered. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, then so they're like, oh, it makes sense. Yeah, he would fuck that up.
Yeah,
It's
and then
great.
the guy just disregards him. He's just like, dude, I don't care about your wife. I'm trying to talk to you about this, about the fucking film we're shooting tomorrow.
Oh, and then when the conversation ends, he dips and goes over to the group to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit,
It's
dude.
like you said, who's getting fucked over
Oh
there?
my
Oh
God.
shit, I gotta get a
That
look.
was
So-
wild.
The New Year's party is like a very big thing because we're introduced to Todd, basically their drug dealer. We see.
Well, I don't even know if he's the dealer. I think he's their connect.
Oh yeah, they're
Like
connect.
he's the one who knows somebody and he goes
Right.
to get everything.
And then we see the boom mic character. What's his name?
Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Philip
Yeah.
Seymour Hoffman, Scotty.
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 Yeah, like trying to come on to Dirk,
God, that's so
and
funny.
it was so awkward and just not there.
He plays an awkward character so well.
Can I kiss you?
Man,
Can I
that scene
kiss you
made
on the
me
mouth,
sad
please?
when he was just like in his nice brand new car and he's like, so stupid.
Yeah,
Idiot.
Stupid. Fucking idiot. Fucking idiot.
Man.
Fucking idiot.
The-
It's
I
actually
almost
really
cried.
sad. Like,
Yeah.
I was really hurting for him at that moment. You're like, oh, poor Scotty. He just wants to eat his cake.
Why
and
do
get
they
on some Dirk
do this
action,
to this
you know?
actor?
Yeah.
Every character, he's so pathetic. It sucks that he just got like typecasted as this character. He's always had like a
He's-
really, really like bad time.
I feel like, I mean, in Punch Drunk Love, he's pretty serious.
That's true. He's
in that one, in The Master, he's hella serious.
He's
in The
great.
Master, and then he's a big fraud, but still, you know.
yeah,
So, yeah.
right.
But yeah, I mean, those are the only roles that I'm really familiar.
He
with
was
from
also
him.
in what's that movie? Is it Capote or whatever? Where he's a writer and like just ends up killing himself at the end, which is really fucked up because I think he ended up killing himself
He
later.
did.
And so you're just like, oh,
Yeah.
shit like that.
but
is
maybe
rough.
it's because he was typecasted as a pathetic person.
Yeah, exactly.
That, you know, when you're embodying that role so often, you kind of start to believe it, especially if everyone sees you that way and recognizes you as that pathetic idiot in the movies. And
Okay,
it's hard to escape.
we need to check up on Michael Cera. How's he doing, guys?
He's making music.
Yeah, he is.
Apparently, he's in music.
Yeah,
which
he's
is
really
weird.
good at it too.
He is. I remember I came across a song of his without knowing who was singing it, and I was like, what is this Bob Dylan type shit I'm listening to? Michael Cera.
Yeah. Fuck.
God, he was in Mary and Max also. Oh, this is a good movie. God
Wow,
damn.
look at his Wikipedia description. Philip Seymour Hoffman, best known for his distinctive supporting character roles, typically lowlifes, eccentrics, bullies, and misfits.
Oh, there you go.
Dang.
I mean, they said it a little nicer than, you know, just being a pathetic
Right.
person.
Mitch was telling me that William H. Macy usually plays like the same asshole too.
Yeah, that's
'Cause-
true, actually.
I mean, yeah, that's why it was so interesting seeing him here, because I know him from Shameless,
Yeah.
and he plays
Frank.
I don't even know how to describe Frank. He's just like an awful human
God,
being.
Frank is the person
Scummy.
you want to kill, but he never dies.
He's a cockroach.
He really is a cockroach.
So we see him finally like getting over it,
Yeah.
kills his wife and the person fucking him,
Yeah, holy
and then ends
shit.
up blowing his brains out, which is really crazy because Amber actually paints a portrait of him and puts it on the wall that he
I
blew his
noticed
brains
that
out.
too at the end.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, it would probably be kind of difficult to get the blood out unless you just painted over it. But
Right.
I imagine it was wallpaper, considering it was like the 70s, 80s, and like that's just
Yeah.
kind of hard to replace sometimes. So just put a painting over it.
Like-
It'll be fine.
Here's a brand new fucking year. Look, our fucking camera guy just fucking blew his brains out. Like, what a fucking shit show. And then not even a month later, the Colonel.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, the Colonel's the crazy. That's the gnarly part.
That talk in the prison.
That's so
Yeah.
hard to watch.
Yeah,
too.
holy
You're
shit.
Like,
He like puts down the phone, doesn't want to listen to him anymore, and he's just like shouting on the other side and you can't hear him. I was like, oh, this got real
I mean,
serious.
because it's like, I mean, I put myself in that position. Like, what if someone I knew,
Yeah.
like, was in that? How do you react to that? Man.
So when the 80s hits, it gets fucking crazy. Dirk Diggler's doing drugs. He can't get his dick up. He ends up quitting porn.
Yeah.
Roller Girl is fucking going crazy because without Dirk, they don't really have much content. They get this new kid on the block. He ends up sucking dick.
God, those scenes where
But
they
not
have him in
literally.
there.
Not literally.
So
Oh, is
fucking
there talking
funny.
about the bang bus, the bang bus
Yeah.
like
Oh,
scene that they tried to do?
Oh my god.
I just love the shot where he's like pointing the gun down at whoever's sucking his dick, and he's like, "Suck my dick, bitch." Oh man.
They made a point that they did not like this guy because he was not respectful to anyone, especially the other actor he was with. Which was, he's like, dude, he's like, do you know who this is? Like, you can't be disrespectful like
so
that.
here's the crazy thing. The guy that gets in the car is the student in her classroom who's like, I love to suck cock. It's that guy. It's the same guy. I love how he talks about being in a frat house and stuff.
Yeah,
too.
I
Like,
know.
Of course, he's a fucking frat
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah,
Oh,
of course.
your name's Daisy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to high school with you. And it's like you could see like Roller Girl's face just go from,
Yeah,
Oh,
it gets
fuck.
super uncomfortable.
yeah.
I do love
Yeah.
that Burt Reynolds beat the shit out of him,
I
and
love-
then
Yeah.
and then she just goes and fucking stomps
with
on his
her
ass.
I
out.
love that
skates
she
on.
says, you can't fuck for shit, dude. Like,
But I mean, that part was really interesting too, because I feel like it kind of shows how people treat other people that work in the sex industry.
Right.
Is they're really just objects of entertainment, and when they don't serve their purpose, people decide that they deserve disrespect. I mean, even from the get-go, a lot of people will disrespect sex workers that way.
Yep.
And it's a really sad dynamic, and it runs across in the rest of their life too, not being respected in certain areas, like not being able to get a loan
right.
or to get custody of your children or to get a proper job.
It was pretty fucked up too because like he's like, well, can you at least like jerk me off? Like it's not a
Yeah.
hooker service.
Yeah.
They're making a film.
Like, she doesn't owe you shit. If anything, you owe them something.
Yeah. And then
wasted their time with your
Yeah.
lame ass performance there.
and then
Fuck boy.
then we have the scene where Dirk gets fucking fucked up by a bunch of homophobics,
Yeah, for
which
real.
was very hard to see.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's an interesting-
There's the '80s for you.
Yeah. The, like, gay panic that came along. And,
Mhm.
of
And
course, the rising up of the AIDS epidemic.
It's crazy too because like the guy pays him to watch him jerk off.
Yeah, and there's that one line where he's like, I'm not gay or anything, but I want to watch you jerk off, which is something that's a very common aspect
Yeah.
of homophobics, is they themselves are in denial of their own sexuality because of some sort of proclivity to religion or culture that says that they're not allowed to have these sexual desires for somebody of the same gender. And that repressive sexuality just becomes anger and hatred at some point, and they take it out on whoever they can find. In this case, somebody that's just trying to make some money to
Yep.
survive so they can eat and live their life.
So I know that we want to try to wrap it up, but can we cover Buck and Becky's stories before we end,
Oh, and the drug dealer.
and the drug dealer scene?
Yeah,
we
have
just
to
cover
touch
those, and then we'll call it.
Go for it. Yeah.
Yeah. So Becky Barnett working in porn and whatnot, doing her own thing. She's doing her chocolate love thing, working it. But then she meets this guy, and she's like, "Oh, I'm a Pisces," and he's like, "Well, I can't be dealing with no Pisces.
I'm a Leo.
I'm a Leo. I can't be
love
doing
that.
none of
Yeah,
that."
no, don't
I-
fuck with that.
I mean, and then she has the nice conversation with him where he's talking about like love and finding that like singular person in the world and things like that. And then she's just like, "Okay, you're speaking the language I've been thinking about." And then they get married, and it's very, very cute and everything. And that's how she gets out or like leaves that situation.
yeah.
She moves to Fresno.
Yeah.
Fresno.
So that was super nice and heartwarming part of the movie as well. That's a very like.
Yeah.
Apparently there was going to be a whole bit where she has like an abusive husband, and it was supposed to show how like porn people end up in abusive relationships where it's someone who's very jealous and they get
Ooh.
angry and stuff, but they cut that out of the movie entirely.
Good.
There you go.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, so from there, then we've got Buck.
Fucking donut shop murders.
Man.
Fucking my favorite scene in
Holy
the movie.
shit.
Yeah,
dude.
that's probably mine too.
Yeah, like it tops every, because you're not he's just in there like, oh, let's get my
Yeah.
pregnant lady some bear claws. Let's like, let's have some
It's a
fun.
really nice scene.
Yeah, it is. And he's just getting bear claws, and then the guy comes in with the gun. You've got a Mexican standoff going on, and then there's the random ex-vet.
Yeah, who's like, I got it.
He's like, I've got it. This massive fucking,
Stay
I don't know,
strapped.
Magnum or whatever the hell it is. I don't know. But yeah, and then just like
Shoots
all
the
the
cashier. That fucking sucks.
shoots
Yeah.
the cashier.
But hey, he
shoots
gets the cash
Wait,
Yeah.
to
so
start his business.
I'm trying to remember exactly how it goes down.
All right.
So the vet shoots the robber.
Yeah.
The robber then fires off his gun and shoots the vet, who fires another shot that hits the cash
Yes.
register dude.
Yep. And then there's John Cheadle covered in blood.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I just wanted donut.
And it's such a like divine intervention kind of thing, because he totally could have died at that moment, but
Yeah.
he didn't. And right after being denied his loan, after the
Drops
robber
a
makes the
sack of
dude
money.
take all of the money out of the cash register
And the safe.
and the safe, he's now left with this massive heap of cash in this bag, and he's like, well, I just almost died, and here's this bag of cash right here, so you know what, this is somebody speaking to
It's
me,
like
telling
sits
me.
there shocked, looks at
Yeah.
it, keeps
He's
staring
like-
at
he's
it. He's
just
like,
I
out.
love that shot, just a close up on the
Yeah.
bag
Yeah.
covered in blood, and you're just like, get it, buddy. Get it. Get yours.
I
Go.
love that American flag dance hip hop commercial that he does for his business. Oh my god.
Buck stereo.
I
I
lost
mean,
it.
I wouldn't call
For
it a
hi-fi
dance
equipment.
or hip hop, but
Air quotes.
I definitely wouldn't call it hip hop dance
He's,
either.
he's still changing his style. He's still trying
No,
to find
yeah,
his style.
he's trying to figure it out.
No, he just needs better backup dancers. That's
Yeah,
all.
fair.
That's all.
Yeah.
Hire real dancers.
But
But I mean, in this case, it's sort of a comedic moment, so you don't need
Yeah.
it still.
My favorite scene is the drug dealer scene.
Yeah.
God, what a piece of fucking
Wait,
film.
so are we doing favorite scenes now?
No, I just want to talk about the drug
All
dealer
right.
scene.
We gonna get back to it for
Yeah.
favorite scenes, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is a long movie, and there's a lot to go over.
Yeah, this movie is
Yeah.
Hence
almost
why
3
I
hours.
just almost ignored you when you were like, wrap it up. Because I was just like, well, there's still so... Gotta
No, yeah.
dig.
Sorry, guys. It's gonna be a longer episode, but you got some good shit
super,
coming here.
super
Yeah.
young Alfred Molina
So,
Yeah.
in this, who is
They-
just nuts.
Todd and Reed and Burt Reynolds, not Burt Reynolds, sorry, Dirk Diggler, they all decide, well, we need cash. The VO is fucked up. We're all living in a motel room. We need to fuck over a drug dealer. So they decide to get a big bag of baking soda, probably like 5 pounds of baking soda, I believe.
Yeah,
And they're going to take it to this fucking dude and fucking give it to him for cash.
yeah.
And they get buzzed in with a really nice house and a bodyguard. And this is the most anxious scene I've seen in a movie in a long fucking time, because the music is playing. There's a Chinese child there who's lighting firecrackers the entire time. They see the guns off the bodyguard, and they are going to fuck over this drug dealer hard.
Oh, and their boy also has just revealed that he brought a gun with him.
Yeah.
And this drug dealer is like, hey guys, you guys want to fucking hit this shit? Hit this shit. Hold on. Let me turn this. I fucking love this part on this song. You got guys fucking hang out, man. Just chill. And they're like, want to get the fuck out of there.
And then starts talking about his mixtapes.
Yeah, he's like, I fucking love these mixtapes. You know, I these albums, they tell you what order to listen to. I don't like that shit. I like to do what I like to do. And the fucking mixtape stops and rewinds itself and plays the other side.
Oh my
And he's just
God.
like, yeah, I fucking love this song. Goes and hits. I don't know. Is he doing meth or is he smoking weed? I can't
Said
tell.
He's playing baseball.
I think he's smoking weed, dude.
I
don't
don't.
know.
I actually don't know what that is. Yeah.
I'm gonna look up the term, but I've never heard someone refer to smoking weed as playing baseball.
Well, think about a joint. I'm going to hit this baseball. I'll swing the bat your way. That's what I always thought.
Joints can kind of look like a baseball bat, I guess.
That's what I'm saying. Playing
But
baseball.
it might be something else entirely.
So they get the drug deal, they get the 5K, and then Todd is there's like a moment where they just focus on Dirk Diggler's face for like 30 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I just looked it up. The term to play baseball means to freebase cocaine.
There you go.
Whoa.
So yeah, you can actually smoke coke.
That's what he was doing then.
Yeah.
He was playing
What
baseball.
the fuck?
Yeah, that's because he put it in a little like mini water
Yeah.
pipe and was hitting
This
it.
makes sense why he's in a Speedo and just fucking trying to play Russian roulette with
Oh
himself.
my God, dude.
Guy,
You
hey
guys wanna
guys,
play baseball?
guys, check this out.
He's
Check
like,
this
dare
out.
me to do it.
Check this out. Oh shit! Oh, fucking goes
I can't
for
believe
it.
that he aims at the dude and fires and actually gets the round.
He was
fucking
clicking a
shoot.
lot.
Did he?
Yeah,
I
he was
only saw
clicking
the one
multiple
He
click.
clicked a few times.
Oh, okay. And that explains that.
Fucking crazy.
I thought he just got lucky.
But yeah, Todd makes the fucking decision to,
What a fucking idiot.
hey man, we know there's a safe. You got drugs and money in there. We want it all. And they're just like, sir, we don't know what the fuck our friend is talking about.
Are you kidding me, kitten?
That was great. I love that he just bails to the room and comes out with a fucking shotgun. Just nails that
Come
dude
on,
as soon as he.
puppies! Like, just so good.
It's like, I'm gonna get the fucking money to the gut.
Yeah. Oh
and you're
my
like,
god.
Well, there goes that. He's done
That
now.
was great. Chases them down the street.
Oh god,
So-
that's so good.
So there's that big downfall, and then there's the come up again. You know, everyone is sort of trying
Yeah.
to resolve themselves. You know, Dirk Diggler's trying to get back in the industry. Roller Girl's going to high school and getting her GED. You know, Don Cheadle finally gets his store.
Yeah.
Things are looking up. And it ends on a nice note because they're all family in the house again.
Right.
Jack even tells you, do you mind fucking cleaning your room?
I
like,
love that.
take all your shit and put it on the other side of the room so half of it is clean.
That's right. He does. I forgot about that. That's such a good
Oh my
line.
god.
Don Cheadle's kid is born.
Yeah.
It's super nice. And then the reveal.
Yeah.
You're a fucking rock star. You're a fucking rock star. Pulls out the fucking prosthetic wang.
Oh man, I'm glad they
End
did
movie.
that.
Oh my god.
I'm glad they ended with that because I know the whole time everyone was like, it can't be that big.
I mean, Paul Thomas Anderson summed up what this movie's about because people asked him all the time, "What is Boogie Nights about?" And he's like, "It's about one guy with a really big dick."
One man,
This made me look
a
up.
big dick.
This made me look up if fucking Mark Wahlberg's dick was that big too.
It is not.
Wait, but we
Do
didn't
we
even
have
talk
actual
about
measurements here?
Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch.
Yes.
We have to mention it.
We have to at least
once.
mention it.
Yeah, if you didn't know. There was a few years where he made 2 albums.
Mark Wahlberg was indeed a rapper.
Yeah.
91 and 92.
Yeah.
Ah.
Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch.
Hey, it was actually pretty good music, not gonna lie.
Because he had black producers. But
Yeah,
whatever.
exactly.
Oh.
It's true.
Yeah.
Actually.
Do you think he took the tapes to the record label and then they got the money?
I feel like he actually knew what he was doing that time around.
Right? No,
some
he
reason.
got the money from doing Calvin Klein underwear modeling.
Like,
Oh.
I just gotta say, I feel like they included the section where Diggler is trying to find his new career.
I love that.
And goes into music. I feel like it was a callback to Marky Mark. and the
Yeah,
Funky
they were
Bunch.
totally making fun of that.
They're like, hey, remember that one time you tried to rap? Can we
we
know?
need you to sing really terribly.
Yeah,
Let's
bro.
go.
You got the power.
Oh my god.
Feel my heat.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Cheese ball. Anyway.
It was
All right.
great.
So favorite scenes for everyone.
Oh, fucking donut shop.
Yeah.
Mm.
Donut shop. That's mine as well.
It's fucking heck.
Air
I don't
high
need to
five.
say anymore. Just go watch the donut shop scene.
Mine's the drug deal scene. It's anxiety as a fucking film.
Oh fuck yeah, that is actually a lot of anxiety for that. Dang, what's my favorite scene? I think my favorite scene is when they are like trying to make the music in the music studio, and like they're obviously hopped up on coke, so they're like sniffling the whole time. Like, should I do it like this? And they're like, yeah, this fucking sounds great.
Turn the bass down. Turn the bass down. Like
He's like, you're drowning out my vocals, man. And you're just like, what the fuck, dude? It's funny to watch and then see that like they're trying to get the money for this, and they obviously are all broke because they're all spiraling down. So it did
and
a good
spending
job.
all of their money on cocaine.
Yeah, literally, they're spending all their money on coke, and then they're like mad whenever the dude shows up. They're like, dude, what the fuck took you so long?
Yeah.
And they just keep dropping bags of it onto the fucking coffee table.
yeah.
It was funny. It's a really well made movie. There's a lot of storylines going on.
There's a good hero's journey in this one.
Ironically, yeah.
But this movie excels in its characters.
Yeah. Oh my god, the people who they cast made like they are the ones who made the movie. If they were anyone else, I don't think the movie would have been as good.
No.
Like all the action performances just knocks it out of the park, really.
So what would you rate this film then?
I'd probably give like a 9, like 9.5, something like that.
Yeah, I was gonna say around the same range, 9 to 9.5, because I don't know. I don't really have many complaints with this movie. Like, the purpose of this movie wasn't supposed to shed light on the sex industry, and
Right.
so I can't really give them like any points deducted really for not diving more deep into a lot of the issues and a lot of the positives that come from having a regulated sex industry. But it's a super, super fun movie. Like, this is like girls' night kind of thing. Like, you want to watch this with other people. It's a lot of fun. It's dramatic, but it's also lighthearted. And there's just a lot of great scenes in here. A lot of good throwaway lines.
Yeah, it's very funny.
Yeah.
It's a very comedic movie. I'm going to give this one a 10.
Dang.
I think the cinematography is great. I think the actors were great choices. Their execution and their believability is all over the place. The downward spiral from being nothing to something to nothing again, and to come back with like kind of like a phoenix rising.
Mm-hmm.
Very positive movie. I have no complaints about this film. This is a classic.
I'm also going to go with Murr. I give this movie a 10 as well. I have nothing to complain about. The pacing is fantastic. The writing is really good. The performances are great. The subject material is just edgy enough to keep me interested.
Yeah.
Just edgy enough, you know. And also, God bless sundresses. Whew. Anyway, so yes, also yeah, it's just a fantastic movie, a great like bit of like character development, character analysis, really like following all of these storylines and how they all connect with each other, and it's just a fantastic film.
I guess final thoughts?
That's pretty much it.
Go watch this movie if you haven't yet.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising
For
to
a
find
film
people who haven't
about
seen it.
porn, it doesn't have that many explicit sex scenes, if
No, it
any,
does not.
really.
Yeah.
There's occasional tits. You get the idea that people are fucking, but even still, like, there's not nearly as many full-on sex scenes as you'll see nowadays. So it's definitely something that's a little more accessible, I feel, to everybody. But obviously, if you're not into the sex industry, then you might not like this that much. But you're fucking whack, so whatever.
Yeah. Because this movie is all about porn, I will not be giving it a point of view.
This whole
Yeah,
episode
yes, the
was
whole
a point
film.
of view.
It's exactly.
What's up?
This whole episode was a point of view.
Yeah, exactly.
So we
Well,
are
Kasama.
bringing down the Grindhouse. We're really easy to find. We're on all the streaming services and social medias. Our social medias are Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. That's about it. Streaming services that we're on, you can find us on Spotify, Apple Music, Stitcher, etc. Many streaming services are holding our episodes or streaming them. We also have hats and merch on Teespring, so you can look up Teespring on and look for Bringing Down the Grindhouse on Teespring. You'll find our shop. We've got T-shirts and hats. They're super awesome. We also have a Patreon. If you pledge $2 a month to us, you can send us recommendations for horror media. It does not have to be movies. It can be like a comic or book or video game or something like that, and we will absolutely consider featuring it on an episode and discussing it. And that's all I got.
Well, I will also say give us a follow on Spotify and Apple Podcasts because you will be notified whenever we upload a new episode. We usually upload on Fridays, so get us in your little bell notification.
I'm Mitch.
I'm Murr.
I'm Justine.
And I'm Jonathan. Thank you.
Yeah, we should mention about